on Patriots. Changing my border, my background.
I'm in a tunnel, foot on the gas. I see these demons, hoping I crash. All that I wanted, like the last laugh. Gotta move fast, get to the bag. I saw the signs for so long. Just a reminder to hold on. Ain't gonna cry or go home. Stay strong, yeah. Walls keep closing in, closing in.
This Saturday morning, I'm gonna do challenges to boost up things and get new player cards.
On my grind, it's 24/7, I don't settle. I demand my respect, cause they'll finesse you if you let them. Told myself I was the champion, went and got the medals. I showed the world my true colors and they was black and yellow. I let the past be the past, I'm on a new level. It's hard to pick which car to drive, I got a few of them. The first to make it cross the line like a true winner. Cause if you knew better, then you do better. Yeah, better when I wanna shine. I can't stop, one more try. I know that it's my time. Let the past be the past, I'm on a new level. No regrets, born to shine. I can't stop, one more try. I know that I'll be fine. Yeah. And you know that I get better when I wanna get better. I get better when if you do it good, I'ma do it better. If you do it good, I'ma do it better. I give it all away. You're like my reason for life when my dreams seem so far away.
Patriots, we gotta win this.
I don't wanna go to war. You don't wanna give me peace. I can never leave you alone. even when I'm overseas. If I gotta do
From a venue that's been sold out since it opened back in 2002, there's a look at the home of the Patriots, Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
Here's the kicker, Harrison Mevis, out to get us started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The drive starts with a carry by Corum. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
It'll be a gain of 5, and that will bring up 3rd and 1.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
On 3rd down, they go to Dickerson. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Throwing here is May. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And the Packers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 42. Following the interception, here's Prescott. He's got his running back, LaDainian Tomlinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
1st and 10 at the 46.
On play action, Prescott. Left side here to Sanders.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had to read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Again, it's Tomlinson. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 42 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries of the ball game. Tomlinson. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
Touchdown, Packers! A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Packers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. But down here, I thought they were going to hand that off. Instead, a well-designed play and the pitch and catch for the touchdown.
And I wonder who came up with it. Was it a call from the bench? Did the quarterback have a good idea and suggest it? In any event, clearly an effective play call. They saw something they liked in coverage, and they targeted it for the short yardage throw.
And the perfect way to cap their opening drive.
1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
First carry for the Hall of Famer. It's the boss, Jerome Bettis. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup there. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. They'll try and pound it with a big back Bettis. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. After 7-0 on EA Sports. On fourth down, Matt Hawk is on to punt. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Out of the gun, it's Tomlinson. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Oh, look at the juke. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run.
That's another Packers first down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Prescott off play action. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Now he's going to step up and run. A wild throw there, and it is intercepted. Picked off by Nick Emmanwori. And the Pats are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. How you like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you?
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Up the middle they run with Bettis. They'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped at his tracks at about the 3. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Here's May. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Incomplete. Brings up second and 10.
They run straight ahead with Corey. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From the shotgun, May with it. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Here now, 2nd and 4. Prescott from the gun. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he's going to have a Packers first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think there he had to come off of his primary receiver in a big way, just trying to get it to a secondary guy, unable to get that play completed.
Checked down, but didn't even have enough time to do that. Incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Prescott. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Give him credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. 10-0 is our score as we get started again on EA Sports. Sanders shaking and baking. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
30-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Throwing. Prescott. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
A gain of 11 on the play.
Play action now. Prescott. On the RPO, he'll keep. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by the freak, Javon Curse. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Down to about the 22 here. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Inside give to Dickerson. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Corum now on 1st and 10. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. Just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
At the Packers' 5-yard line.
Again, it's Corum. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Jackson Hawes from 3 yards out. And the Patriots are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. From the gun, they give to Tomlinson. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and wing in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
To throw is Prescott. Connects with Kittle underneath. Fighting his way through contact. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 39. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a toss right. This is Tomlinson. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think as a running back in this spot, you have to understand there's not going to be a whole lot of room to run. And in this case, ball protection takes precedent over trying to make something happen.
That's taken in. It's Xavier Ligon. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 21. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He's got Smith here. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again. And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now he's going to step up and run. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Prescott. That's to his running back, complete. And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the 4th quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
Patriots 7.
So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. To the air, May. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That was one they needed to connect on. They're down, but not quite out. So you have to figure, with under 2 minutes to play, they need to hit on something in very short order.
Running left, Corum. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they keep handing it to him.
Picked off by a Akello Witherspoon. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. We've got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Well, CD, for the losing side, they had opportunities in this one, but big plays just didn't go their way, especially late, and they have to suffer the L here.
It certainly felt like that takeaway, once it happened, it knocked the wind out of their sails, and they just couldn't get their equilibrium back.
So that'll do it from here for Charles Davis and the rest of our crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com/Madden. From Foxborough, good night, everybody.